Hi everybody, Craig here. Welcome to the 7th episode of my 1 vs 3 Age of Wonders 3 playthrough series. In this series, I'm playing against 3 Emperor AI that are on a team against me, and I'm playing as the Dwarf Archdruid Ulrik Icepelt. In our last episode, we started really working on solidifying our hold on this sort of bottom left corner of the map here. We managed to bring a few more cities into our domain. We now have this city up here, Toldran, which we are in the process of absorbing. And we also acquired this little guy over here, starting to move to the right of the map here, the city of Talrock. We also started kind of improving some of our armies here. We're starting to produce Draconian Shamans in this city here. We're starting to produce Shamans over here as well, in Afinderlan. And then if we go underground and look at our throne, we actually were able to complete our Imperial Palace. So we have a lot of good things going for us. This city here, the city of Choyan, is really starting to pump out some nice shamans here. So things are going well. We've got a pretty strong army. And we have 2 of our opponents eliminated. So in previous episodes, we took out Karshar Moorclaw and Sulthor Nightblade, kind of in a nice 1-2 punch if we go back up to the surface here. These were their former thrones of Brunhald and Slurm Thigh were the 2 thrones that I basically 1-2 punched and was able to eliminate. So our single remaining opponent is Nomlik, the Goblin Theocrat. So as a Goblin, he may be underground, and I'm guessing he's probably somewhere over here. These 2 were both kind of in this corner of the map, so chances are he's probably somewhere up north, maybe over here to the east. But we'll have to see. So, before I get started here, I just would like to shout out Casper Eklund once again. He made a few comments. In particular, he mentioned to remember to bring these heroes that I have sitting in my cities, bring them out and have them join armies that are being created, and that's a good suggestion, because I don't want them just sitting there kind of being wasted, as they are obviously more useful out in combat than they are kind of sitting as a base guard. He had also suggested that once Ulrik, who has an extremely strong stack here, you can see a Hunter Spider Queen that's a champion 3, very, very powerful, and then a bunch of mature serpents here that can eventually evolve into king if I can keep them alive. So very strong stack here. I'm currently sending Ulrik underground so that I can try and complete a quest for this particular city here. And if we take a peek at the quest, End the Undead Scourge, we can get a vassal and a flyer, so that would be really nice to have. We're sending Ulrik underground to come deal with this quest, and Casper had actually suggested that once I have Ulrik down here and I deal with this, I could actually send him over and clear out this Forbidden Sanctum to allow the shamans here to have the bonus of Altar of Bound Souls, which would give them extra resistance and resurgence. So that's a great suggestion. His stack is my most powerful stack and would be more than sufficient to deal with that, I think. So why don't we end our turn here? We'll run our builder away just a little bit, because obviously that unit might come and kill us. But we will end our turn. We're on turn 44, so we're going to end it there. So I think my main objective at this point is really going to be to continue kind of building up my army and my economy, but more importantly, I want to find out where Nomlik is. I don't want to give him time to kind of continually build. I have a pretty strong empire right now, and thanks to like Ulrik's stack here, I have very strong units. So I think it would be beneficial for me to basically keep pressing out and find him before he can start producing tier 4 units, for example. Especially as a Theocrat, he's going to produce those shrines, which are a real pain to deal with. So this is Empire Quest completed Eternal City. So Nomlik is the first to own a metropolis. Not surprising as goblins, since they grow their city so quickly. So he is growing. In our last episode, unfortunately, Brimir the Savage had led a stack into the Shadow Realm, and they got absolutely trounced by some Shadow Demon tier 4 units that were just unbelievably strong. We're going to cast this one. We had started casting it in our last episode. One with the elements. By calling upon wonders of the wild, the caster strengthens. their Empire's connection with nature. All the casters' units gain minus 50% terrain and climate morale penalties and plus 50% terrain and climate bonuses. So the bonuses are more impactful and the penalties are less impactful. So that's a very nice spell. We'll cast that. Let's see what else. I do want to cast Domain of the Sun here. And that's going to be cast on this Dwarven city here, which has some tropical in its domain, which my dwarves do not seem to like very much. So we can improve that. And let's keep sending Ulrik over this way. Oh, there we go. That's actually going to speed that up a little bit because there aren't mountains right here. So now we have to decide what to research next. So we do have a summon Hellhound here, but we're already able to summon some extremely strong units, so that's not going to be necessary. Fertile Domain would be kind of nice. It would just increase growth rate of a city that you cast it on. But I really want these Horned Gods, so I'm going to start Summon Horned God. That's going to be our push for tier 4 units, I think. So we've moved our main hero of Ulrik here, so let's kind of see what else we had going on. So Brimir came back after getting absolutely trounced. So we are going to kind of retreat back, lick our wounds a little bit, and maybe build up another army for him because, boy, that was really, really unpleasant what happened there. So we have Hingrid here who was leading a stack. She was the one who actually took this city of Tarok. I think we're going to clear out this bandit brigand hideout because I don't want them bothering me going forward. So we'll use Hingrid here and we'll take this structure out. Gonna have to be careful here because in this battle, obviously, these brigands have the little kind of mini wall here protecting them. And that can be a bit of a pain to get through. So we're going to do two things. We're going to move our mammoth up here. We are going to cast Nourishing Meal to give that mammoth more health. And then we're going to cast Awakened to really improve the damage output as well as the chance for criticals. And we're going to let them shoot at us. Unfortunately, they crippled the mammoth, so that reduces its movement. But we can still take out the gate, and then we can send in our spiders to hopefully do the same. Light up these halflings a little bit. So our spiders there doing their job. Get our hunters in there. Have them do a bit of damage. A little bit more there as well. And that's going to end our turn. Now I'm imagining they're going to light up the mammoth some more. Yep. So they're doing its job as the tank, which is excellent. You can see, though, taking quite a bit of damage just because these units are all able to dish out a fair amount. So we'll light up these Tigrans some more. So we could try for the kill on the halflings. Got it, no problem there. And we'll move our hunters in a little bit further. Fortunately, they're taking a line of sight penalty. So if we get high rolls, we might get the kill. Let's see what happens. Ooh, unfortunately, no high rolls for us there. Fortunately, we can bring our mammoth in to do some killing. How much health do we have? 34. We could even build up a charge. So let's go get the kill with our spiders there. Nice, a level up for them. Eventually it'd be great to evolve them. Ooh, and I forgot that I'm crippled, which drastically reduces our movement. So we're actually going to run back. What I should have done there is just engaged. That was a mistake. Unfortunately, it's not going to cost us anything too devastating there, but yeah, that was a bit of a whoopsie. So why don't we come in here and try for a web. No such luck. We'll come in with our druids and do some flanking damage there. And then we can get the finish with our hero. There we go. So there we go. Took out some of those annoying brigands there. I think we'll take this reward. Nice to just have another unit. We can even use that unit as a city guard if need be, and also just a little bit more defense for our hero. Nothing wrong with that. I think we will send this unit back to be a guard for our city. And this ancient ruin isn't explored, so I suppose we could head back and take a peek there. We can also... This battle would be pretty tough, where we'd be fighting a tier 3 Watcher here, which... Not a slouch by any means. Now, fortunately, our Shaman is starting to get pretty powerful, but... Yeah, I'm a little bit hesitant to try that battle out, quite frankly. I think we'll head up to this here, and let's take a peek at what we'd be... Ooh. That's a little stronger than I'd like with this Monster Hunter. So these bards are going to try and convert us. Yeah, that's a trickier battle. I think we'll just hang out there for a turn. Let our health come back just a little bit. Okay, and this is what we had set up outside of Finderland. So this Necromantic Circle has been plaguing me for quite a long time now. And we're actually now in a position where we can take it out and stop it from spawning additional units. And I was really fortunate that nothing spawned in the intervening turn where I had my units set up. So let's take this out. Again, just to stop the constant threat to Finderland. Because that is just not fun to have to always be kind of looking over my shoulder, anticipating the undead storming my city. And obviously, as we're getting later in the turns, stronger and stronger units are being summoned, which I do not want to have to really deal with. So we'll wail on them a little bit. We're going to let them come to us. And there's that whale. Fortunately not too crazy. So we'll get the kill. Wail on that Banshee a little bit. Do some extra damage there. Let's see, can we go over here and get a flank? We can. Don't do as much damage. We've still got both these Dwarven units, so let's do a flank there. And hopefully get the kill. Yes, perfect. So now we can wail on these Lost Souls a little bit. Send our Penguins in defense mode just to tank the hits. And there we go. So just like that, we were able to take out that Necromantic Circle, which is something I probably should have done quite a long time ago. We'll just sell this for the gold. And now we can send this unit back up to our city. And you know what? On our way back, this is a little bit too strong for us. Tier 3 there. I don't really want to try that battle. But this unit, once we have a druid a shaman, we can maybe go in here and try and take these elephants to join our team, which would be really, really nice, as those shamans have the same ability as druids do, that befriend animal. So we've got a lot of gold here, so let's kind of think about maybe some production. So again, I really do want to get my heroes out and about rather than sitting on their cities, because they're really not helping anybody in that way. So we could start making an arcane item forge, which would be pretty useful for us, I think, getting our heroes some additional items. I think we'll do that in our throne. Although, boy, you know, it would be nice to start having some shamans coming out of there. But I think for now we'll do that, and then we're gonna focus on unit production in our other cities. So here, obviously, we're already producing a shaman, which is good for us. Fortunately, our builder didn't get attacked, which is great. So why don't we send Doctor up by herself here? Hopefully she doesn't get attacked. Yeah, okay, she looks like she'll be okay. We'll send her up here and get her kind of into the fight. And then obviously I do want some more units here on my throne. We'll deal with that shortly here in a few turns. So our builder, you know what? We may actually just go do some exploring with the builder at this point. If the builder ends up getting knocked out, I'm not going to be that upset. So there's our pesky scoundrels that we don't want killing us. Sorry, I was just thinking there for a minute. Because once Ulrik comes underground, which is right here, so let's just kind of center where that is. Whoops. So it's going to be somewhere kind of up here, so he's still going to have to make his way down to this city to help out with the quest. So it might be nice just to kind of see what I have to see. Maybe do a little tunneling if need be to get make that trip a little bit quicker. Let's go up to Brunhald. So this is the throne that we took from our orc rogue opponent Sulthor. Could start getting some orc shamans going. But let's make an orc priest just to aid the defense of the city, because obviously we really don't have much in the way of defense there. So I've thought some more about this city as well. Havbor is able to produce these orc shock troopers, and it's really, really nice to have that ability. What I think I would actually like, once this one is done, I'm actually going to queue up already an arena. And I'm going to do that because infantry units produced at this city gain an additional medal rank when they're produced. So after that, I can just start pumping out more shock troopers that are going to be very, very strong, obviously, and have that extra boost there with that additional experience they're going to have. So this Hellhound I'd originally envisioned as helping out this stack, so I think maybe we'll send it down. So back to Slurm Thigh. So we can produce these Draconian Shamans, and quite frankly, I think that's more or less what we're going to keep doing here. But, boy, it is kind of tempting to maybe try and expand our city maybe a little bit more. Get a little bit more income from it in terms of mana or research. I think maybe we'll do that. We'll do an observatory for now, and then we'll do a shaman maybe after that. Up here, we do need some units. And actually, you know what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to send this shaman up here to this city to help out, because I want it to join this stack here. Now, this city is a vassal, and unfortunately we don't have any unit guarding it, which is kind of a problem. So as soon as I'm able to purchase this city, get it into my domain, I'm going to have to deal with that, I think. Hopefully it doesn't get invaded in the meantime. For this city, I'd like to have the ability to produce more units here. So why don't we do... I don't really think a war hall is going to help us out that much. Being able to produce those Draconian Elders might be nice. So let's start working on Shaman. Plus, it'll help our mana income. Okay, over here, this little city, it'd be great to eventually get it up and being sort of more self-sufficient. So we'll start with a Builder's Hall. It's going to take quite a while, but we'll do that. And that's going to allow us basically to improve our production. And I think we'll end our turn there. So again, things are going to start heating up here once we get Ulrik underground and he's able to start clearing things out, I think. And we'll be able to cast this Domain of the Sun here to improve the morale of this city. Ooh, and our builder's getting absolutely shreked here. So we're going to auto-combat that, turn off spells, RIP builder. Again, maybe not the smoothest move on my part moving him over there, but again, I just wanted a little scout, and I didn't really mind if he died. Ooh, an item has arrived. That's right, I had sent a rifle over to Hingrid. So we now have this prototype rifle. Another ranged option for her. We have a domain invasion, so this pesky little squad here coming from the Shadow Realm, they're still hunting around in our domain, so it'd be great to eventually get rid of them. But let's do this spell here first. So at our new dwarven city here of Tarok, let's cast this. There we go. And look at that. Now they are very, very happy. So that's quite nice. And hey, it looks kind of cool too. Blood Moon. All units that can do a melee attack do an extra +3. And that's why you can see we've got kind of this reddish hue to everything. So that's just something to keep in mind, that all melee units are going to be a little bit more vicious in battle. So we'll send this little halfling up here to guard. And we might as well send our Hellhound over to this stack. Okay, but first things first, let's deal with Ulrik and his stack here. Let's send them underground. Okay, and we've got things to clear. Okay, perfect. We have pretty much a straight shot to help this city out. So we're going to head down and do that first, because we really just want to get that taken care of. We can clear out this Well of Life on our way through as well. And where are these undead? Tell me about the quest again. So they're over here. Somewhere in the darkness over here. We've also got things like a tomb and whatever else in this city we can clear out. So lots for us to clear out and improve these units up, get them some more experience. Okay, so now we've got the option to to cast some spells here. Why don't we do a transform to water node? We've got so many of these now that we can start turning into... So there's one right here. Let's do this one. And then we have a couple more up top if we look. So there's 2 in this city here that are unconverted. This one's already an earth node. But yeah, so we have a bunch that we need to do. So there, we could start doing that. It would also be nice to maybe get some more gargantuan animals. But I think we'll do one more water node at least and then maybe start doing that. Toldron has been... Okay, so this little city here has been absorbed, which is fantastic for us. And we don't really have much in the way of ability to produce things in this city. So we'll start with a spearman just to have at least 1 unit guarding it. This is great because we have Heart of the Glades, and we also have some extra research coming in from this lost library. So this is a nice little city to have, and hopefully we don't get attacked. Kind of got our backs up against the sea, which is nice for us. Okay, down here, Gargar Door, we've now absorbed it as well. We have our really strong boar rider that we use to take the city. So let's see what we've got in this city. So, I think we want to start maybe producing some units here if we can. So why don't we let's make a priest to assist this boar rider. There we go. Okay, now back to Hingrid here. We have to decide what to do with her. Again, I'm a little hesitant to try this. I think this might be a bit above our pay grade at the moment. And this, this battle, it's definitely doable. It's definitely a doable battle, but I'm a little bit hesitant. I think these units might be just a touch too strong. Especially we're going to have Curse on us as well. Fortunately, that morale penalty will be canceled out by the fact that we all seem to have pretty strong morale. But, yeah, I don't really want to risk this one yet. I'm going to wait until we're a bit stronger, I think. As painful as that is to do, I think we're going to wait. I just think that's the smarter move, is to hold off. So, we'll actually go embark. We can do this battle. That's maybe a smarter thing. We can grab some production resources for us. And I'm leaving the Hellhound behind just because it used up some movement to come in there. So sometimes that's hard for me because I tend to play... I usually want to do as much battling as possible, especially if I'm playing something, say, like a Necromancer. But in this case, I think I'm going to hold off. I just really don't want to risk any devastating effect there. So, alright, we've now got a tier 3. We've got a shaman here to aid me. It would be nice to have maybe another melee unit of some kind in that army. But for now, we're not going to worry too much. So we'll send this little stack back up to the city and wait for the shaman to be finished, and then maybe we can try this battle. We can also go clear out that farm as well. That would be excellent. Doctor here we're going to send into this city. And eventually we're going to move her up maybe to this stack, which is, again, building up a squad here. Very shortly we're going to have, with this shaman, I think we're going to have enough to really go do some damage with this stack. Maybe we can head off into the underground here and do some exploring, something like that. Alright, so that does it for that turn. That was a relatively short affair, so we'll end it there. So while this turn is flipping over, again, I'm going to get Ulrik in here. We're going to clear this out, take out probably this unit if it comes maybe to fight us, try and complete that quest, and then there's tons of structures here we can clear out, keep leveling up these units, and then I think we'll move off to the right here and go clear out this Forbidden Sanctum and see if maybe we can find Nomlik as well. Maybe we'll head north up this way or something like that. Okay, we have a domain invasion at Finderland here. Some Arctic units. Got a polar bear and a dire penguin, so we'll have to deal with them. Don't really want them hanging around in my cities. So our transformed water node is ready to go, so we will cast that back here. There we go. That's so nice, getting that extra research and some more mana income from them. We've completed Master Smith, which is great. We finished our Arcane Item Forge, and as a result, we get an item. Legendary, so we have an Obsidian Wyvern Egg. Unfortunately, that's going to take some time to hatch. I don't know if anybody's in real desperate need of it. I think maybe we'll give that to Ulrik, actually. Let me go back down. Oops. There we go. We'll go back here, and I think we'll send it to Ulrik. There we go. And more importantly, we can now start producing items for our heroes if need be. And it's also nice to get that little bit of extra knowledge income. So let's start making a shaman in our throne just to bolster our defense a little bit more. So let's see what else happened. We've produced a lot of different things, which is really good for us. Alright, so let's get to some battling. It's been a little while since we've gotten in a battle, so let's take Ulrik here, and we'll clear out this Well of Life. Some animals here. We can try and maybe convert the Dire Bear. Use Befriend on him. There he is. So, first things first, we're going to try for the web. And we failed. Always worth a try, though. Never hurts to give that one an attempt. And then we can use our serpents here to do some damage. Get some experience there, which is great. And then I would like to maybe come in and we're going to drop a heal right here. I'm going to let the bear and the spider kind of duke it out for a bit here. There we go. Finish off that boar. There we go. Nice level up. Now, if we severely poison, I wonder, does severely poison... it decreases their morale. Let's try for it. Nice. Severely poisoned. That's good. And let's try for a Befriend here. Suppose we could try to stun the bear as well, but I think let's just try for the Befriend. And it resisted. Again, always worth a try. Especially you got a nice tier 3 unit here. So we'll come in and do a nice flank attack and then get the kill with our spider there. We got a nice level up for one of our serpents here, which is great. Alright, so now let's see, where are these undead? Tell me about the quest. They're somewhere down here, it looks like. So let's head down into the city here. And we can do some battling while we're here. Let's clear out this as well, since we're in the neighborhood. So I do have to be careful. I don't want my units getting in any real trouble here. Oh, unfortunately they're throwing curses at me like it's going out of style. So I don't have any movement, but I can still use one of my abilities. So I'm going to drop a heal on my Shock Serpent there, because it is getting kind of beat up. Got a Grunt here, kind of in range. We'll just kind of turtle up here, let them come to us a bit. I think that's going to be the general plan. Nice little critical hit there. I do like how the Reed Serpents have that ranged attack. That's really nice. Otherwise, this stack would really only have Ulrik with his ranged abilities, so it's nice having that ranged attack for sure. Let's see. So we'll throw... Ooh, we could use our lightning ability, Call Lightning, which is a very, very strong ability, as you can see here. Yeah, we'll do that. Let's light up these orcs a little bit. There we go. And then we'll come in for the flank here. And then we can send in our other units here if need be. Let's see, can we... No, we can't get in for a... We do have to be careful. I mean, nothing here is that dangerous for us at the moment, but don't want these priests doing anything too crazy to us. I think what we'll do is we'll teleport in behind the priests. And then we will go for the flank, and then we can get the kill here that way. And then we'll send our Shock Serpent in, do some damage to the priest as well. Now I imagine they'll maybe come in and flank us here. We'll have to see. Yeah, there we go. That's what I was expecting. Kind of surprised that that priest didn't attack the shock serpent, but let's go for some heal here because our units are a little bit beat up. I think the Spider Queen would probably appreciate the heal the most. There we go. And now let's turn these guys around a bit. I think what we'll do is we'll just do a single attack. So if you ever want to do that where you don't want to use all the attacks and take any retaliation, move your unit around a little bit and then bring them in when they can only do one attack. And that kind of is a nice little workaround for that. And then we'll get the kill here with our Reed Serpent. There we go. Nice battle there. Bit of extra experience and a level up. So, ooh, and we got a level up for Ulrik, which is excellent. So now we can get regrowth for him, which is fantastic. Really nice for him to have that. You know, a vision range upgrade might be kind of nice, but I think we're going to hold off. Just because he's going to be exploring a bit and looking for that pesky... I still like how this is a hero. That's kind of funny. Because this city used to belong to Karashar and it became independent when he surrendered to me. Or should I say when I eliminated his throne and his wizard. His leader. So let's go down this way. Where are these undead? Are they this way? Well, we'll take out this Magma Forge and then maybe we'll move in that way. So let's take out the Magma Forge here. Again, just doing all this clearing is really great. Especially this city, you know, may eventually become owned by us, not just a vassal. So, oh, that regrow is very, very nice. Let's see, does anybody need a heal? Yeah, these shock serpents need a heal. Having multiple healing abilities is really nice. I like using the healing one first, because it heals a little bit more than Nourishing Meal, and it has a cooldown and can be used multiple times per battle, whereas Nourishing Meal can only be used once. The nice thing about Nourishing Meal, though, is it can actually buff up, and you've seen me do this, it can buff up the health of a unit that's already has max health, gives it 15 additional hit points. Which is really nice if you need a unit to kind of tank some damage or something like that, which sometimes is the case. So now we'll come in and drop a Nourishing Meal on our Spider Queen. And you can see there it increased the health a little bit, in addition to doing like healing essentially. So kind of a multi-purpose ability there. But yeah, healing is nice because it goes on cooldown. You can use it again multiple times per battle if a battle goes long enough, whereas Nourishing Meal is a once per battle, because obviously that is pretty powerful, being able to... Ooh, we can do this. I suppose we could try and make friends with these hellhounds, but let's just do some damage here. Oof, yeah, that was nice. Kill off the hatchling, and these units are stunned, which means they're easy pickings for us. And then we'll come in and get the kill there. Nicely done, and a level up for our serpents as well. Always a good thing. A little bit extra gold too, that's always nice. You know, we could actually come raid this tomb while we're here. How many turns until this quest is over? We've still got 4 turns. You know what? I'm not in any real big rush. Like, obviously it'd be nice to get them as a vassal more quickly, but I'm okay with just maybe doing some more clearing here. Let's keep the good times rolling. Health-wise, we're doing pretty well. Oh yeah, we can win this battle. Just some reanimators here. A warg and a hellhound. Not to mention we got to watch out, because if I kill the warg and the hellhound, they can come back as ghouls. If I'm not... not to mention the reanimators can revive them as cadavers if need be. Alright, so... we do want some health on our spider because it has taken a little bit of damage over the last few battles. And, wow, these units have kind of made themselves... I think we're going to let them kind of come to us just a bit. I want them a little bit closer. Do that. Yeah, there we go. Moving up just a touch. Not too worried about the attacks coming in. Obviously that despair is kind of painful, as you can see here. Our our morale is now negative, which took quite a bit of you can see there, it actually took 3 full despair curses there to actually get us down, which is kind of funny. So obviously having that high morale is real nice. Let's try this. Oh, we got a stun there. That's kind of nice. So we'll use our shock serpents here. Bring them in and do some damage. There we go. Get the kill. Send our spider in and get the kill here. There we go. And then we'll send our serpents in to do some work over here. Send that one in there and this one here. Get the kill there. And we'll put ourselves in defense mode. And that's our turn. So yeah, this unit's going to come back. That's okay. Oh, and interesting, the Hellhound moved over to attack our Spider Queen. Kind of an odd choice there, but... And then we can get the kill with our Serpent here. There we go. And then we'll use our Shock Serpent to come in and deliver. This one is getting closer, so we'll use this to get the killing blow. There you can see that was a nice boost of XP. And then let's try for a web here. We got it. Now, this Hellhound is going to come back. Unfortunately, I can't get my unit over there to stop it from happening. Now, did that get us any more experience? It did, so you know what? That's actually not that bad. Kind of use that as a bit of a farm XP situation there, and we can still drop a heal, which is great for us. How are we doing with our Reed Serpent? So our Reed Serpent could come in and get the flank kill, which actually is a good idea, I think. There we go. More experience there, that's always good. And then our Shock Serpent here can come in and get some as well. There we go. So just a nice bunch of XP, and maybe we'll get some nice items too. Let's see. Some decent leggings. Yeah, sure, we'll take that. We can send these to... I don't think Doctor has really that many items. So let's just take a quick peek at Doctor. Yeah, she doesn't really have much, so we'll send those legs over to her. Although, let's see. Mountaineering. Well, we already have Mountaineering. Yeah, you know what? Let's just take that. Because we're a dwarf, so... I think dwarves, by their nature, have Mountaineering. Let me just take a quick peek and confirm that. Where is it? Yeah, so being a dwarf, that's what I thought. You get that. So those boots are a little bit less useful for a dwarf. We'll send this to Doctor just to... So those pants are actually kind of good for us. So maybe these little pesky guys will attack us next turn. And then, yeah, we can kind of loop around and take out the undead. So I think they're probably... Yeah, it's looking like they're probably right here, I think is the situation. So now I got a decision to make in terms of spell casting. We'll go back up. Again, we still have another node that we could turn into cast our water node spell. I could also start summoning our gargantuan animal, which would be kind of nice. I think we'll do the... We'll finish off turning this, and then we'll start just pounding out more units, I think is going to be the plan. Alright, so now let's do all our production here. So we've got lots of choices. So this little city is actually growing really well. City of Merc Sol. But we don't really have much in the way of options for production. You know, it'd be great to get a builder's hall going just to really increase our productivity in that city and the amount of turns it takes to make things. So this city is now getting, again, this stack is getting quite strong. I think we're going to send Doctor up to join here, and then next turn... Ooh, and there, I forgot about that. That's really good. So we'll send this army out. So we'll group this up like this. There we go. We've got kind of a interesting stack there, ready to go. And we'll start producing another shaman here. Again, we don't want to leave this city too poorly defended. Okay, back up to Brunhald. Gain former throne of Sulthor. So we have our priest now that we've produced, getting a little bit more defense for our city. Oh, it'd be nice to be able to start producing some orc shamans here. It'd be pretty easy to get them quickly. Yeah, let's do that. Be able to start making some shamans there would be great. Now in here we're gonna start producing a shaman, and that's gonna kind of do it for our production here as we're running out of cash. There's our merchandise. All right, so now in this city here, let's go take out these units, and maybe we can make a friend while we're at it. So we'll take our stack down, and we'll deal with... Oh, and there's a warg there as well, which was hiding. That's okay, but we can try and recruit one of these animals. Maybe make a friend here in this battle. This is where having this Draconian Flamer's nice, because these are all going to be weak to fire, as they're all kind of polar animals. There we go. Nice little bit of damage. We'll actually throw our Dire Penguin up front and awaken it, using it kind of as the bit of a tank, as it were. Although I imagine they're going to, come in and try and wail on our Draconians. Oof. Alright, let's take out this warg, which we really don't want mucking things up for us. Can we get the kill? We'll be close. Can definitely kill the penguins here, so let's do that. There we go. You know what, we could just punch. That's not a guaranteed kill, though, so we'll throw our rock and hope... not quite. Now we'll just get the kill that way. There we go. And then, this polar bear is almost dead, so let's try for a befriend. Oh, and we got it. There we go. Made a new friend there. That was an easy little acquisition. And we didn't lose anybody, so that's a win in my book. We could clear out this structure with this little stack, and then we could come back up and maybe try and grab those elephants to join us. So let's move our stack over, and maybe we'll wait a turn just because I don't want anybody dying on me. Yeah, we'll wait one turn before we do that battle. Just let them heal just a bit. Okay, now here we go with our hero Hingrid. We can actually grab some production resources, which will maybe help this city grow just a little bit faster. So let's do that. Fight some orcs here that are guarding the resources. So once again, I'm going to use my little strategy here to buff up my mammoth, I think, to create basically a tank for me. So we're going to use the shaman to awaken, and Hingrid to nourishing meal, buff the health. And now we'll bring in our units here kind of just to solidify. I'm going to let them come to me. I was going to charge in, but I don't want my mammoth getting killed, so let's let them... Yeah, there we go. So there, our mammoth doing his job. Tanking some hits. Kill off the headhunters. Get a flank, turn them around. Oh, we didn't turn them quite enough. That's okay, though. We can... What is this kind of damage here? Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, this will be a good flank. Boom. Big ouch there. And then, you know, we could actually just do... Let's just kill them with melee. There we go. And then we'll move in and take out these razor bows here. Let's get... Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I was gonna get ready for a charge, but I didn't realize how much... I didn't look close enough to see how much I was missing in terms of movement there. So yeah, you got to be careful sometimes. It's easy to kind of muck that up. But anywho, let's go for a web. There, we got that. Now we can kind of take our time. Again, this is something I haven't really done very well, which is utilizing the fact that this unit is now webbed for 2 turns, which means I can kind of farm XP a little bit here. Yeah, I don't think there's really anything I can do with our hero. But we can just come in and get the kill with Hingrid, so let's... Or at least get some damage. There we go. And then let's level up our mammoth a bit more. Yeah, get some more XP with the mammoth. There we go. Okay, production resources for us. An arena or a laboratory. We'll grab the laboratory. A little bit more expensive building. Nice to have a little more science research coming in too. Or should I say knowledge income. back to Dularm now. So Dularm, we don't have enough cash to start really producing anything there. But this stack here, they're not super strong, but if we had maybe one more decent unit in that army, and you know what? I know just the thing. We'll start sending a shock trooper over to join. We'll actually meet up there. So that's going to be our solution. So we'll take range, hero, eventual maybe melee. Yeah, that's what we'll do. And then we'll send in, again, the shock trooper is going to be there to assist. So yeah, having these shock troopers coming out of this city is awesome. Absolutely awesome. Alright, so now we got to decide where do we go from here. With Hingrid's stack here. Again, I would like to... There's a Frostling city down there that we could go try and take. I think maybe let's just kind of group up, and then we'll decide next turn what we're going to do. Actually, let's go back up this way, and we'll embark next turn. Maybe go back over across the river here. Let's just use this unit as a scout for now. Do a little bit of reconnaissance here. Again, since Nomlik is a goblin, I expect he's probably underground, but you never know. Okay, so that's going to do it for our turn there. We'll end it there. So things are going well. We're developing our economy. We're starting to level up some of our really strong stacks. And obviously the economic impact of just having all these cities that we've obtained from having taken out two of our opponents so early, boy, that's really paying dividends going forward. Failed. Why did this... Oh, you know what? Oh, the city has joined an alliance with another player. Interesting. Wow. Became a vassal of Nomlik, hey? Well, looks like I'm going to be taking this city by force then. Well, that was something I absolutely did not expect. So, wow. Kind of funny there. Oh, nice. Our dwarf race governance is increased. So now let's decide what we're doing here. So we've got Pool of the Firstborn generates an additional plus 20 production, or all dwarf firstborn units get the Ancient Ancestor ability, giving all adjacent units plus 300 morale and additional plus 2 fire damage. I think we'll just do the additional production, although, quite frankly, I don't know if we're going to get any of those Pool of the Firstborns going at, in the near future, but we also got better at governing Draconians, which is great. Draconian Crushers and Chargers gain the regrowth ability. That's pretty powerful. And then Magma Forges in the domains of Draconian cities generate an additional plus 10 production. Let's go back up. I think we have some Magma Forges in the domain here. So we have one. Extra 10 production there. Don't have any on this one. We don't have any over here. So that really wouldn't benefit us all that much, quite frankly. Let's go back over. What about this one? Does this have a magma? No. So, I do like that. I like that upgrade quite a bit, but we really don't have... It's not really going to help us that much, because we really just have the one. So we'd have 91 production instead of 81. I think I'm just going to take the... Yeah, Crushers and Chargers gain regrowth. Then in this city I can start producing maybe Crushers and Chargers to help out just some additional melee units that can heal and get really powerful that way. So we'll do that. Normally I think I would take the Magma one, the Magma Forge production increase, but again, just situationally here, I don't really have that many Magma Forges in my Draconian City range. So, and this is going to take, we do have quite a few here, so I suppose eventually that would be useful, but this city's going to have to grow quite a bit to get there. All right, so let's do our water node thing. We're going to turn this regular mana node into a water node. So that kind of takes care of those, which is awesome. So now let's start doing Summon Gargantuan Animal, get that spell on its way. We're only 5 turns away from having our Horned God, which is absolutely fantastic. And this little guy is just hanging around. It'd be great to take him out eventually. You know, maybe that's something I should do with this stack, actually, before we go out. But I don't really want to waste the time it's going to take to kind of get that going. Because they are pesky, and they're annoying, and they're strong enough that they could probably take a city if they really tried. Especially this city now. I'm leaving it so poorly guarded. Yeah, as much as I kind of hate to do it, because I just want to get out and start exploring, I think I'm gonna go do that. And you know what? I should take this watchtower back while I'm here as well. So yeah, we'll come down. We'll deal with those guys, and then we'll head out. Gotta try not to rush. So in this city here, obviously I'm in a really good position in terms of like, this city is not going to be threatened by anything. It's going to be these two cities that would get threatened if I was to get attacked. So in this city, I'm going to focus, I think, just kind of on getting some growth going. So why don't I do... Let's do an observatory, get a little bit more science going on, a little bit more, or I should say knowledge income, a little bit more research. Start getting that going. Can also get this fire node in that city's domain. Finderlon here. Let's see, what do we got going on? So we wanted to clear this out, potentially. This polar bear is pretty beat up, so we'll send the polar bear back just to heal up in the city. Let's see. So we've still got the ability to produce these shamans here, which is really nice. Production's kind of taken quite a while. Let's do a siege workshop, get a little bit more production income, try and speed that production up just a bit. We'll go back to have boar here again. So now we've produced the arena, and now our shock troopers are coming out with a medal, and they have 81 health right out of the gate. Boy, that's really nice. So we're just gonna, I think we might almost just loop production, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna keep manual control of it, just because in case something changes, I don't want to kind of forget that I have that going on. Yeah, so let's head up this way. Boy, you know, I've been thinking about making settlers, but I have so many cities in so many good spots. I really haven't needed one so much. It's back to Dularm here. Yeah, I want to, now that I know that Crushers have regrowth, I think I'll make maybe a couple of them. It's kind of nice knowing that they have that. So we'll head up this way, and we're going to wait for the shock trooper to get there, because I don't think... Yeah, that troll's gonna be bad news, and I don't want to risk it, so we'll wait. As annoying as it is to have to wait, I'm gonna wait for that shock trooper to get there, just to be on the safe side. Oh, and what's this? Another city here. This is a little frostling city. Still independent. So, yeah, Nomlik is probably underground. And you know what? He may even be underground up over here. Who knows? Now, in this city, we've produced our first little city guard, which is good. Tell that guard to chill. But we need to improve our productivity here, because we want to start actually producing things of value. So let's start a builder's hall, and we'll just hope that this city doesn't get attacked. Because if it does, it's going to be kind of on its own. Maybe when we summon our gargantuan animal, we can add it there to help guard the city or something like that. So we'll embark here with this unit. Alright, so back to now. Here, let's do our turn with Ulrik. So, first things first, let's just move right in and take this city out. We'll take the city over. I was hoping to do the vassal and get that draconian flyer. Maybe I should have rushed that quest. That I was, one turn behind. Obviously, Nomlik beat me to the punch. Although I had no idea that was coming, so nothing I really could have done about that, because I didn't know it was coming. So we'll throw our Awakened on our Spider. Send all of our Serpents in. And we can just charge right in. And then, yeah, we can get, look at this, we can get a flank attack. And then we can get a spit attack. Ooh, yeah, let's go in and actually just do that. There we go. Even more damage that way. And we'll come in here. Blast. There we go. Alright, hero down. Drop a heal. And we'll finish off these hatchlings. There we go. Alright, so this city is now in our control. Not exactly the way I was envisioning it. I was envisioning it happening, but nonetheless, we now own this city. So I don't want to piss off Draconians, so I'm going to absorb it. Because I do kind of like me the Draconians. Yeah, that'll work for us. Get these Draconians, this Draconian city in our empire here. Lightning Wand, we'll send that to Doctor. So here were these undead. That was for that quest, so should probably take them out before they do anything too annoying. So we'll do that maybe. Then I can also go clear that mana node. There's another mana node we could cast our spell on. So technically that was my first conflict with Nomlik, although it was his vassal city. I am pretty miffed that I didn't get that Draconian Flyer. I was really looking forward to having that unit. But I guess I should have tried to do the quest rather than go exploring all the structures first. So why don't we... Let's come back this way and do a heal. We're just kind of going to group ourselves up just a bit. I'm expecting maybe a shadow step in behind there. Right. Fortunately, nothing too crazy happened there. So let's do a shot blast there. Can we... Let's try for it. Okay, we got it. Now we can get an easy kill. There we go. And then we can guard up our units a little bit better. So they're going to get flanked right here, that's for sure. Ouch. Ooh, and they have Unholy Champion. Or we have Unholy Champion, I should say. Which is really nice. Oh, and look at this. Wow. Yeah, let's do that. Whew, there we go. We got a nice stun. That's good. We'll teleport in behind. Do a flank there. Get the kill. Come in around this way. Flank and get the kill. Do some damage to these guys that are stunned. There we go. And we still have an opportunity to drop a heal on somebody, so we'll heal up our Reed Serpent. And this Serpent is already silver metal, bronze metal, another silver metal here. Ooh, they are about to level up. So as much as they're going to take damage, let's actually just... Yeah, let's just do it. And there we go, level up. Gold medal, King Reed Serpent now. Whew, that is nice having a King Reed Serpent. Yeah, very happy about that. Our first tier 4 unit. We are now cooking with gas, as they say. So, yeah, I'm going to just start clearing out all these dungeons, all these big boy structures here. I'm actually going to maybe just leave that mana node alone. I'm going to just keep heading down this way because I want to... I'm going to clear this dungeon, and then we'll follow the road. And I'm going to head back this way over here, take that Forbidden Sanctum. And I think I'm going to head north. So for Nomlik to have... I guess Nomlik knew where this city was because it was his ally's city. So, yeah, that's... Anyway, I still have to figure out where he is. So, scouting is going to be of... And then I can use this unit to scout north above ground as well. Because chances are he's probably peeked his head up above ground, at least at some point here. Alright, let's try out this battle. You do have to be careful. This isn't going to be a gimme by any means. And unfortunately, this frickin' hailstorm is pretty dangerous. Now, our Dire Penguin is pretty beat up, so the Dire Penguin's going to have to hang back for its own protection. Oh, look at that damage. Fantastic. There we go, get the kill. So now we just got the Raider and the Martyr. And the Martyr has put Absorb Pain on the Raider. So it's going to take that damage. So now I just... And I don't want this battle to drag out, because the longer it drags out, the more likely I am to start getting pummeled by some of that unpleasantness that is the hail. Let's get our Hunter up in there too. Oh, and there you saw it. It almost killed my... Oh, we lost the Draconians. That's a shame. That was just kind of bad luck in that respect. There we go. Let's finish them off. Take a step back and blast these Frostlings with some extra damage. And then do another flank here and get the kill that way. Boy, it's a shame we lost that Draconian Archer. Or should I say Draconian Flamer. But took that structure out. And, ooh, and look at this. Looks like we've got a Lost Library down here. We may need that Polar Bear in our army after all. But this unit really isn't that strong. So why don't we come back up this way. We'll kind of regroup. We'll just chill here for the time being. And maybe we'll try for this battle and getting one of these elephants if we can. But we'll do that. We'll let them recover a little bit. It'd be nice to have a unit with healing in this stack because we don't really have anybody that heals, obviously. So, okay, we've already done that. So that's about going to do it for our turn here. So let's just zoom out again. So things are going well. Like, our empire is really growing. Our cities are starting to kind of become very, very able to produce. And we've got the gold income that we don't have to worry all that much. Our mana is obviously now we're really good for mana, and our research income, our knowledge income is really, really good. And if we zoom back in, we're really getting close to having tier 4 units on demand here with Summoned Horned God. And of course, with Ulrik, we did just achieve our first tier 4 unit, which is this King Reed Serpent, which I'm very, very happy about. So they're nice to have these tier 4s, obviously just for their power, but in particular, I like the Reed Serpent just for that Poison Spit, having a ranged attack in a stack where I'm lacking range. Might be nice to throw another Druid in, or a Shaman, I should say, a Shaman in this stack. Maybe as I'm going past, that's something I could do. As I'm going past my throne here, maybe I'll send the Shaman out to join, or a Shaman from up here even. It would be great to have a Shaman in this stack, though, just to have another unit to buff all my animals. And then, as well, the extra range. So the only thing is then I'm going to be relying pretty heavily on poison blight damage, as that's what shamans use, right? They use poison bolts. So that's where having the, if I go back up, that's where having the Draconian Shaman, which has poison bolts but also has fire bolts, is kind of nice, because then you get two options, especially if you're fighting, goblins, which are a little bit more resistant to blight. So in any case, though, I think we're gonna call it there. So there's our look at the underground. As you can see, pretty much stayed out of the Shadow Realm today after that devastating destruction at the hands of those Shadow Demons last time. So maybe a little bit still traumatized about that. But in any case, above ground, things are going well, really well. So I think we're gonna end it there. We'll save this one. Call this one episode 7. There we go. And as always, guys, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.